Hey guys, QuickyBaby back here. Playing in an AMX 1375 along with Humph. This is in the 7.1 patch, so you guys are going to see bugged aim timers again and bugged reload timers, and the minimap icons are going to be small. So just try and ignore that, and let's get going. So I like to get up into the position up on this slope here, even with the poor gun depression with the French tanks. Usually scouts try and bomb it through the middle bit, and in these low tier games it's always very nice to try and get some counter scout going at the beginning. So here we have a horrible little T-28. Hit it once. We missed the second shell, we hit the third, and we put him down with the fourth. So we see Humph was covering the other side of the valley, took out the other scout, secured our RT and prevented the enemy from seeing more or less where we're going. I really rate these new French tanks. Well, new, I can say new, they've been out for a few months now. High DPS, as long as you know when to reload and what situations you're getting yourself into, I think is the most important thing to be able to play these light French tanks very well. So I could see that there was some serious fight going on in the middle. Fair enough, we're tier 6 light tanks, you get matched up usually against tier 6 heavy tanks, sometimes against tier 7, so consequently you have to have a bit of an influence in the game, and if we were to allow the other team who didn't have the huge amount of French light tanks to run riot, then that'd be unfair on our heavy tanks. You saw me aiming at the turret of the KV there. It's a lot easier to penetrate side on than trying to hit the tracks, as you saw one of my shells do no damage in the tracks. And the AMX 1375 really allows you to reload quite quickly compared to the 1390. So we see me shooting the tracks here again. Probably should have gone for the turret while he was facing sideways. Allowed him to get a shell off into me. Thinking back on it now, trying to shoot the front of an M6 is very ambitious there, but might get a high roll. So here we see the RT raining down on us. Me and Humph trying to pressure this M6, who's got himself into a very stupid position there. So the amount of damage these things can do tier for tier when working in groups is fantastic, and as you can see there, it's very important to have good team play. Me and Humph usually play on Skype, so he could see us. I told him back there, and he quickly reversed to allow me to get away from the Jagdpanzer and the M6. So I got a tracking shot up there on the M6 to allow Humph to get his side. However, I didn't realise the building was on his immediate on the tank's left, and so there was no flanking shots for Humph immediately. However, now it looks like Humph is going to get the opportunity to get his back. So as soon as I see he's turned, you're in, get some flanking going. And we can see they're aiming at his turret to take out the M6. So now we're on very low health after taking another couple of hits. These things don't have very much health. The 1390 above it, the tier 7, has enough health to at least take a couple more shots compared to this tank. However, the kind of matchups that you get up on this tank are pretty deadly compared to the 1390. So we can see that the match has turned into a fairly even fight. I prefer to have a little bit more health, and I did right now. So we're going to play cautiously, use our excellent camo rating, playing a light tank, and fairly good view range to try and get the jump on some targets. So there we got a couple of spots. Giving some lead. And me and Humph put him down. So now we can see there's a Jagdpanzer who's pushed down around. He's going to try and cap. This is quite a dodgy position. I'm thinking that my camo rating might be able to hold from here. We might get a jump on this guy. Hoping that he makes a move out. I was fortunate to get the kill off there. We didn't really have much of his tank, but I decided to take a shot. If the shot had not gone in and he had pulled back, Humph was already on his way down the hill to try and get have a go at him. So now we see that we've got a Panther ready to make a move into their base. So me and Humph are on our way to go give him some support. These French light tanks can really relocate very nicely to be able to, you know, take the fight to the enemy and go where you need to. So we've got a bit of a situation here. Our first reaction was for me and Humph to try and go in and support this guy. However, we see that we decide to take a few shots at the Panther, Jagdpanther, while he's there. And our Panther went down. So we decide to pull back. There's no point in trying to close such a horrible open distance in such a light tank, especially when you don't have the health. You'd have to be basically hoping that they were terrible players and that they were going to miss you and not allow you to get in where you can outmaneuver them. So that's not our fight. If both me and Humph had died there without taking them down, then it would have been a very much a worse situation for our game. So we see here that something was capping. I'm on my own. We knew that it was most likely not the Tiger or the Jagdpanther, as we had spotted them in the base. And we're just trying to figure out what it is before I go in. See that it's an Su-26 who I take a shell on the move at. Missed the second one, put the third one in. Saved the game rather unheroically. Very, very, very brave Su-26 trying to cap in that location when he's got light tanks around. So now it's me and Humph versus 3 people. Going to speed the game up again. Skip this footage. There we can see the view range of the AMX 1375. Humph got a great shot off there. Taking out that RT is a godsend considering how much health I'm on. So I'm making the final approach and I spot this Jagdpanther who doesn't seem to have seen me initially. I decide to go for it. I've been caught in an awkward position if he turned round. And I get very lucky with those 3 shells that they were to go in such quick, rapid fire, which is a great result. Very lucky to take that Jagdpanther out there. When you're on such low health against tank in a higher tier who's got superior firepower and accuracy, especially accuracy, you have to take your chances. I don't think I could have done that much differently back then, apart from maybe avoiding. But how else are we going to get to a Jagdpanther when he positioned himself on flat ground there, surrounded by no obstacles really? So we noticed that we've got 2.5 minutes left. We decided to camp for a set period of time, and then we're going to make a move, try and find out where this last tiger is hiding. So we decided we can't wait any longer, and the move must be made now. I tried pushing to the ledge. Remember light tanks do not lose their camo, we're on the move, which is very advantageous. So we found the tiger's location. So he's playing for the draw, hiding around the back of a building. It's up to me and Hump to avoid his fire, while flanking him as effectively as possible. So I'm quite surprised I couldn't see him there. He must be well and truly around the corner. And now we get the spot. So I pull back, and we've got just over a minute left with a tiger on 54%. So Hump makes a move into a position. You can see him darting along the map there. So the idea is that I confuse the tiger, I try and keep him focusing in on me to allow Hump to get into a better position. I need to keep his focus on me. Don't want him to be looking around and trying to scout out for Hump. And there we go, Hump hits him in the back. Now he's starting to panic a bit. He realizes he has to deal with Hump, so he turns around, giving me some lovely shots on his turret there. Hump takes a fall, but we managed to take out the tiger and win the game, which is a brilliant result. We can see that we managed to get 9 kills and Hump with 3 kills, so we got 12 kills between us. So we got pretty lucky, and we managed to pick up a Top Gun medal and a Boelter's medal, and got really lucky with getting a Defender medal off against that Su-26, which was, yeah, a brilliant result with quite a lucky game in the AMX 1375. So thank you very much for watching my video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it, and sorry for the delay in putting this one up due to the channel change. So if you have liked this video, please share it by rating it below, and if you've enjoyed this content and you want to see more, feel free to subscribe to this channel. So good luck on the battlefield, guys, and I hope you're looking forward to 7.3 as much as I am. Catch you later.